California quake swarm, 3.5 magnitude and 2.2 about half an hour later, north of Clear Lake, which is a volcanic field with the world's largest geothermal plants. It's located on the Walker Lane fault system. This is it right here at around the 9 o'clock position. You'll see Clear Lake volcano right there. That's where we had our quake swarm. And we will look at the maps, but you know that this is on the, we'll see that it's on the Walker Lane fault system, which takes about 25% of the subduction pressure from the Pacific plate under the North American plate. And this is just one of the eastern plumes of the magma plume, the mantle plume that comes from Baja California. The western part goes under San Andreas and Walker Lane fault system. The eastern part goes through Utah and into Yellowstone, and then turns 180 degrees west under Idaho. And this is the plume, as you can see here. Now, this is the magma underneath the areas of the west and east coast, and what's missing on this map is the Great Lakes magma in a horseshoe shaped, that basically you've got a lot of magma, a lot of volcanoes all across the United States. But anyway, we know that despite the name of the steam field, no natural geysers exist anywhere in the geysers Clear Lake area. The commercial geothermal plant has been continuously generated at the geyser since 1960. It's the largest complex of geothermal power plants in the world. Now, Clear Lake volcanic field. Clear Lake volcanic field is in the northern coast ranges, California and the Cascade area, about 135 kilometers north of San Francisco. The volcanic field consists of lava dome complexes, cinder cones, and maars of basaltic to rhyolite composition. The area has intense geothermal activity caused by a large, still hot silicic magma chamber about 14 kilometers wide, 7 kilometers beneath the surface. That's about, 3-4 miles down. It provides the heat source for the geysers, the world's largest producing geothermal field on the southwest side of the volcanic field. Its geothermal power plants can generate approximately 2,000 megawatts. That's enough to power 2 cities the size of San Francisco. The latest volcanic activity happened about 10,000 years ago and formed maars and cinder cones along the shores of Clear Lake, the largest natural freshwater lake in California. Volcanism around Clear Lake is related to the complex San Andreas transform fault system. Eruptions at Clear Lake volcanic field, 4 eruption episodes separated by time gaps of about 150 to 200,000 years. These eruptions occurred about, and these you're going to see that they're exactly the same time frame as Yellowstone supervolcano. 2.1 million years ago, 1.3 million years ago, 650,000 years ago, 100,000 to 10,000 years ago. The total volume of about 100 individual eruptions exceeds 70 cubic kilometers. So, what can I tell you? The eruptions here happened about the same time as Yellowstone. Let's go to the maps now to see what's happening there. Start volcano discovery concerning Clear Lake. The Clear Lake volcano, that's the map of it right here around the north of San Francisco. And this is the eruption at Clear Lake volcanic field, 4 eruptive episodes. And this is 2.1 million years ago, 1.3 million years ago, 650,000 years ago. Now, about the 100,000 to 10,000 years ago. So these here, those dates are exactly the same as we had in the Yellowstone volcano super eruptions. Now, this is our map of the quakes. The 3.5 at 3.9 kilometers depth, and about half an hour later, we had the 2.8 at just that shallow depth as well. And falling back out, let's take this away and this away. And this is our area right here, as you can see. North of San Francisco, there we are. That's about 200 miles north of San Francisco. And this is the shake map of the area. This is north of Clear Lake right there, as you can see. That's the shake map. How many people felt it? I have to see how many people felt that. I forgot to tell you. 166 people reported it to USGS. And the shape map of the area, that's Clear Lake right there. This is a volcano. This is now, okay, this is a fault line. That's the Montesino fracture. Let's go back in. Okay. This is our area of, that's San Francisco, the Bay Area. This is the San Andreas fault here. And this is the Hayward fault. Okay, this is the, I made a mistake. I said to you that it was on the Walker Lane fault system. It's not. This is the Walker Lane fault system. That's Mono Lake of Long Valley Caldera. And, okay, San Francisco, the San Andreas takes 75% of the pressure of the subduction of the Pacific plate under the North American plate. And the Walker Lane fault system takes up the other 25%. Okay, this is basically on the San Andreas fault system on the Hayward fault right there. Okay, that's where it was, and that's our shake map. If you want to go in a little bit more, what about the population density there? Okay, there's not that many people. Well, okay, there you are. Okay, that's the population density. And going back to our shake map, the shake map of the area. Let's see what type of shaking was going on. Blue, bluish green and blue, bluish green, light shaking. That's Clear Lake right there. It has the biggest geothermal plants of the world right there. Because there's magma underneath, obviously. Clear Lake, this is it right here, beautiful pictures of it. It's a beautiful clear lake. It has all types of fish in it, but people do vacation there and fish there. The thing is, it's the natural freshwater lake in Lake County. Okay, it's the largest natural freshwater lake in the state of California. But the thing is that the water is full of mercury, and they have warned people not to eat the fish from there. And the geothermal, the heavy metal contamination monitoring. Where is the geology? We just saw the geology, but anyway, here we are. It's believed to be one of the oldest lakes in North America. At one time, Clear Lake was even bigger than it is now, including Blue Lakes. Volcanic eruptions and subsequent landslides changed the landscape dramatically, forever separating Clear Lake from Blue Lake and from its former westward drainage into the Russia River. Clear Lake lies within the Clear Lake volcanic field. Okay? California's northern coast range is the site of late Pleistocene, and it's designated by U.S. Geological Survey. The volcanic field contains the geysers, the steam field which produces a network of the world's most productive geothermal power plant. It's the biggest power plant section of the world. There are numerous small faults present in the south end of the lake, as well as many volcanoes, ranging in age from 10,000 years to 2.1 million years old, the largest being Mount Konocti, sitting in the middle of the lake's south shore. There you are, okay? It's the second highest, what did it say? Peak in the Clear Lake volcanic field, consisting of numerous volcanic domes and cones ranging from 10,000 to 2.1 million years ago. So 2.1 million years ago is also when we had the super eruption in Yellowstone, as we said before. There have been no eruptions from Clear Lake volcanic field for thousands of years, but there are indicators currently being monitored that suggest there is potential for future eruptions. These indicators include volcanic-type earthquakes, hot spring activity, and seepage of volcanic gas. Okay? Suggests that there's a potential for future eruptions. These indicators include volcanic-type earthquakes, hot spring activity, and seepage of volcanic gas. And there we go. Current status, normal or dormant, 1 out of 5. Typical eruption, a fusion of lava domes. And the last eruption, as we said, was about 10,000 years ago. So all of you there, please be very careful because, you know, the whole of California is lovely. This is what makes it so beautiful, all these mountains and lakes. But this is, of course, one of the high-threat volcanoes of California. I'll leave links below for you for this. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.